Hey guys, so I wanted to talk today about a position that sometimes we call halfway up, or you may hear it called a flat back. You'll see it a lot in our sun salutation poses, and it may seem kind of like a brief pose, but if you do it correctly, you're actually going to benefit a lot from it. So let's get started. So first, of course, we're making sure that we're in our parallel position. Weight is nice and evenly distributed around the feet. Hips are straight forward with a slight tilt up, just so I can lengthen that tailbone down toward the ground, which means, of course, that I am engaging my core, right? This move actually takes a lot of core strength, so if you do it correctly a lot, you will feel a lot of benefits in your abs. Okay, so it's called halfway up because you're halfway between standing and the ground, and the trick is you want your back to be flat and in a parallel position to the ground. So you don't want to be slightly angled here or slightly angled down here. You want your back completely parallel to the ground, okay? You'll see me take this position with my hands here a lot. That's for a few different reasons. I like to shake my quads a little bit to make sure that I'm not gripping there. And I also like to elongate my elbows and the tops of my shoulders away from my ears so that I'm stretching through the back of my neck, stretching out the top of my head, and my head is trying to reach that wall. It's reaching away from my tailbone as much as possible, okay? This takes, again, a lot of core strength because I'm not gonna let myself arch and release that core and tilt my tailbone up toward the ground, and I'm not gonna be domed or crunched up here, right? So I want to feel my core engage, and I want my head to pull away from that tailbone. And I'm just gonna keep my hands here as a gentle reminder, and I'm going to push down with my shoulders so that I can feel the length through the back of the neck. Some easy temptations to give into here. If you don't have a lot of core strength yet, or you're not flexible yet in your hamstrings, I'll see people shift the weight to the back of their feet. What do I mean by that? So I'll see people take the position here, and then do this. Right? They're shifting their weight back into their feet, and I'm actually going to put the camera down for just a second so you guys can see my feet. So they're in that nice flat back position, but then they do this, right? So make sure that your weight stays maintained between the four corners of your feet. And again, that's part of what engages that core. Your head is heavy, right? The average human head weighs 8 pounds. So that's a lot to hold in this position and not give in to gravity. So that's what requires that core strength right there, okay? The other temptation I will see is that people will crunch their neck. So they'll either look down at the ground here, or they'll kind of crunch their head up towards the ceiling. Maintain that length in the back of your neck, so important. So in this pose, you want to feel exactly the same as when you're standing nice and strong and tall. Good core engagement, spinal alignment is excellent. And you're stretching through the crown of your head, right? So I'm not crunching my chin up to the ceiling, and I'm not using my forehead. I'm stretching through the crown of my head. I want that same sensation as I take this position, right? So I'm stretching away from my tailbone, way far away. Loosen the quads, just take a minute here and breathe. My weight is even, right? Check all this stuff. This is one of the few positions that I recommend that you practice in a mirror because you can really see the difference before you can feel it sometimes if you're a beginner. So, excuse me, I'm losing my voice today. I hope that helps give a little bit more explanation for that flat back or halfway up position. Great pose to take to work on your core strength, to strengthen your spine, your neck, all that good stuff. And I will see you when we do it on Wednesday.